The automotive world is currently witnessing a fascinating intersection between nostalgic design and futuristic propulsion systems, and today we are focusing on one of the most exciting developments to hit the European market in years. For decades, the legendary Lancia Stratos has stood as the ultimate symbol of rally dominance and wedge-shaped Italian flair. It was a car that looked like it arrived from another galaxy, specifically to conquer the dirt tracks of the World Rally Championship. Now, in early 2026, that iconic silhouette is making a silent but incredibly powerful comeback.
We are looking at a new, all-electric sports car that pays a direct and unapologetic homage to the Stratos, and it is doing so with the significant backing of the Chinese tech giant Xiaomi. This is not just another startup making big promises. This is a production-ready machine that is officially setting its sights on the European enthusiast who craves a lightweight, analog driving experience in a digital age.
Xiaomi's involvement in the automotive sector has moved at lightning speed since the launch of their own branded sedans, but their strategy of investing in niche performance brands is perhaps their most interesting move yet. By providing the financial muscle and technological backbone to this project, Xiaomi is allowing a boutique manufacturer to focus on what truly matters to driving purists: weight distribution and mechanical feel.
This electric Stratos Homage, often referred to in enthusiast circles as a modern-day pocket rocket, is designed to address the biggest criticism of modern performance EVs, their excessive weight. Instead of chasing 1,000-horsepower figures and massive battery packs that tip the scales at 2 tons, this project focuses on a mid-engine style battery layout that keeps the center of gravity low and the handling characteristics remarkably similar to the short-wheel-based rally cars of the 1970s. From a design perspective, this vehicle is a masterclass in retro modernism.
The designers have carefully preserved the dramatic wedge profile that Marcello Gandini made famous, while integrating modern aerodynamic solutions that are required for a high-performance EV. The front end features a pointed nose with integrated LED lighting that mimics the pop-up headlights of the original without the aerodynamic drag. The wraparound windshield provides that distinct cockpit feel, making the driver feel as though they are at the helm of a fighter jet rather than a commuter car.
At the rear, you will find the signature circular taillights and a dramatic integrated spoiler that manages airflow while paying tribute to the Group 4 monsters that once ruled Monte Carlo. It is a visual feast that manages to look familiar yet entirely fresh, a difficult balance to strike in a world filled with uninspired crossovers. Underneath the carbon fiber and composite bodywork, the specifications are truly impressive for a compact sports car.
The Xiaomi-backed powertrain utilizes a dual-motor setup that is specifically tuned for corner exit speed rather than just straight-line drag racing. While official figures suggest a power output in the range of 400 to 500 horsepower, it is the torque delivery that will truly define the experience. Because the motors are positioned to mimic a mid-engine layout, the car maintains a weight bias that encourages rotation into corners.
The battery technology is reportedly sourced from the latest high-density cells developed within the Xiaomi ecosystem, allowing for a respectable range of over 300 kilometers despite the car's diminutive size. This is not a grand tourer meant for crossing continents in one go. It is a weekend weapon designed for the winding passes of the Alps and the tight B-roads of the United Kingdom. The move into the European market is a calculated one.
Europe has a deep-rooted love for the original Stratos, and a growing community of enthusiasts who are looking for an electric alternative to the traditional internal combustion sports car. Unlike the heavy electric hypercars that cost millions, this new entry is aimed at a slightly more accessible segment of the market, though it still carries the premium price tag associated with low-volume production. By entering Europe now, the brand is getting ahead of established manufacturers who have been slow to bring a dedicated lightweight electric sports car to market.
The vehicle has already undergone rigorous testing to meet European safety and homologation standards, and early reports suggest that the suspension has been tuned specifically for European roads, focusing on damping and feedback rather than just outright stiffness. Stepping inside the cabin, you are greeted by a minimalistic environment that prioritizes the connection between man and machine. While Xiaomi's influence is visible in the incredibly sharp and responsive infotainment display, the rest of the interior is stripped back. There are no massive screens stretching from pillar to pillar.
Instead, you get a driver-centric dashboard with physical toggles for critical functions and a steering wheel that is devoid of unnecessary buttons. The seats are deep buckets designed to hold you firmly in place during high-G cornering. It is a refreshing departure from the tech-heavy interiors of most modern EVs, proving that you can have a high-tech heart while maintaining a focused analog soul. The integration of high-quality materials like Alcantara and milled aluminum reminds you that this is a premium enthusiast product. As we look toward the future of the automotive industry, the arrival of this Xiaomi-backed electric Stratos Homage in Europe marks a significant shift. It proves that the electric revolution does not have to mean the death of the charismatic sports car. It shows that with the right investment and a respect for heritage, new players can create vehicles that stir the soul just as much as their gasoline-powered ancestors did.
This car is a statement of intent from Xiaomi and their partners, signaling that they are not just here to build appliances for the masses, but to participate in the most passionate corners of car culture. Whether you are a die-hard fan of the original Lancia or an EV adopter looking for something with a bit more personality, this is a vehicle that demands your attention. The spirit of rally has been reborn, and it is silent but more focused than ever before.